songs for you. And Sarah, welcome. Hey, you're the first one to join. And I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I just said that, but you might not have heard it. Hey, Adrian. Adrienne? Oh, thank you, Adrian, for being the #1 gifter, and thank you for the likes. And I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm here to do original songs for you. Let me adjust the camera so that it's actually showing me. And turn on my cool light. I almost forgot my cool light. There we go. How can we forget the cool light, right? Thank you, Adrian, for liking the live. And thank you so much. How many? We're already up to 100 likes. We're trying to get to 10,000 in the first 10 minutes. And also, Kennedy, how are you? And also, contributions toward the live goal especially count during the first 10 minutes. So if you're thinking of contributing, now is the time. Of course, any time is good, but now is the time. Does that say Mia Dahl? Mia, hey, welcome. Macy, how are you? How's everybody tonight? Say something. Let me know how you're doing. And keep tapping your screen. I appreciate that so much. So I'm going to be doing some original songs. Should I just get started, or should I wait for a few more people to show up? You know, I have this new song that I'm really excited to share with you tonight. Hey, G-Ling, welcome. Literally Spied. Oh, whatever that's. I can't. It's so small. Spied. Welcome. Carolyn, welcome, or Caroline. So I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm going to be doing original songs. I don't know if I should start off with this new song or just wait. There's a story behind this song. Charlie, hey, how are you? Audrey, how you doing? So, you know, I wrote this song more than 30 years ago. And then I made a demo of it. Oh, thank you so much, Johan, for the rose. And I appreciate especially the first 10 minutes. These contributions really matter a lot during the first 10 minutes because it tells the algorithm, hey, we like this guy. Send more people. And that'd be totally awesome. And same with the likes and the shares. So if you're enjoying my live, please share and follow me if you're not already. So anyway, I wrote this song. And I love this song, except, well, I like part of the song. But part of it was bad. I did a bad job writing it. And but then I got a chance to write with this really successful guy who had some #1 hit songs on the charts. And that's really a huge honor to write with someone like that. So I played him this song. It was called Another War Story. And it was a breakup song. And I had this epic chorus, in my opinion. But for some reason he said, no, let's not write that. Let's write something else. So he took the idea and we created a whole different song the first one was called Another War Story, and we wrote a song called Old War Stories, which is a happy song. I recently found the demo of the original Another War Story, and I decided I want to fix it. So I did. So now I have these two songs with similar titles. I'm going to start off playing with the one I wrote with the hit writer. His name is Casey Kelly. He wrote, among other things, he wrote a song called Soon with Tanya Tucker. That was a #1 hit, possibly even Song of the Year. It was a huge, huge hit. So I'm going to start off with that. So this is Old War Stories, co-written with Casey Kelly. And it goes like this. It must have looked bad to your mom and your dad. I can still see the look on their face. Hey, Rowan and Jesus, when I walked in the door and there you and I were, locked up in a loving embrace. I thought that our future was all in the past. But now, years later, we can look back and laugh, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, and then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of arms, telling old war stories. Remember that night we had our big fight? You locked me outside in the yard. It started to rain and I pleaded in vain, but you made me sleep in the car. They say love conquers all, and I swear that it's true. 'Cause here I am now on this couch holding you, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, and then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Hey, Jassel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. How are you? So, okay, so that's, for those of you who just joined, that came, I had another song called Another War Story, which I wrote before that one, but I didn't do a good job writing it. But I recently found it, and I think I fixed it. So now I have two songs with similar titles, and I want to play you the one that started it. And it goes like this. Charged into the fire, so in love, never could have known it would all blow up. But the hot nights and the fights, the begging you to stay, are just a hard luck tale to tell someday. Another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground. I may be hurting, but I'm standing tall, gaining strength with every tear that falls. The struggle is to just give in and let you go, and chalk it up to one more chapter closed. Another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground. The wound's gonna mend, I'll dare to love again. Someday I'll find the one that won't end. As another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. We're nothing but a memory, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground, another war story from love's great battleground. dogs, and well, I don't, I actually did write it. So anyway, I kind of messed that up. It's the first time I've ever performed that. But hey, Rue, really, dude. I actually wrote this song about a dog a long time ago, and it was one of the worst songs I ever wrote. It was supposed to be this feel-good song, and we wrote it. It was called A Dog Named Glad, and it turned out it was just so cheesy that we thought, you just want to take this dog and I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about it, but it was really one of the worst songs I ever wrote. I actually think I found a recording of it recently, and I don't even want to listen to it. It's so bad. Hey, Lucy, thank you so much for all the likes, and Brittany, and thank you so much, everybody, for the likes. And please don't forget to follow me if you're not already. And thank you, I guess. And Morgan, welcome. So thank you, everybody who's tapping and sharing the screen, and please share the share the live. And I don't remember the dog song. I'd have to go find it, and I don't even want to because it was so bad. It was really bad. I'd be embarrassed to sing it. I'm not embarrassed about too many of my songs. As a matter of fact, almost every songwriter, that brings up another song actually. Almost every songwriter I know is embarrassed about the first songs they ever wrote. But I'm proud of my first song. As a matter of fact, I'm so proud of it that I found a recording of it last year, and I released it as a single. So I'm going to play that for you now because it just seems appropriate. And if you're following my videos, I'm talking about my time when I was at the Wharton School, and I'm almost at the point in my life story where I wrote my first song. So I'm talking about my job search in my second year of business school. And when I finally decided to write a song, I'd wanted to write songs for many years. It's like, what am I going to write about? Well, the whole second year of business school was totally consumed by the job search. So that became the topic of the song. And here's the first song I ever wrote. I wrote this all the way back in 1983. I did have to change a couple of lines because they made sense in 1983, but not in the year 2024. So there are a couple of lines that I changed, but this is still basically the first song I wrote. I packed my bags and I went back to school. It cost a lot of money, but I am no fool, because everybody knows that you need an education to find a good career and wealth accumulation. Now I'm graduating and I'm looking for work. Nobody wants to hire me, I feel like a jerk. I'm looking and I'm searching, all I get is bad news. I'll tell you what it is, I got the job search blues. I show up for the interview, I walk up to the desk. I give my name, receptionist types in, and it says, the boss will be here shortly, make yourself at home. Relax and have a seat while I call him on the phone. Instead I'm getting nervous, the tension it's a mountain. My palms are getting sweaty and my pulse rate it's counting. I'm looking for rewards, but I'm paying my dues. I'm headed for another round of job search blues. A man comes down the hall, he shakes my hand. I hope he likes my grip, I hope he likes the way I stand. We go up to his office, I sit down in a chair, answer a few questions, then he gives me a stare. He says, I'm sorry, but you're not the one we're looking for. It's been nice meeting you, let me show you to the door. I don't know what went wrong, I'm still looking for clues. There's just no escaping from the job search blues. But get back home, there's a letter for me. The envelope said that it's from the company I spoke to last week. I thought I had a chance, so I opened it up. It said, Dear applicant, we enjoyed meeting you. Thanks for taking the time to come here and see us. We think that you're fine. It's just that, well, you see, there's a lot of competition, and we've hired someone else to fill the position. I fold the letter up, I add it to the pile with all the other things I've been saving all the while. I think about my friends who are making 50 grand, but I'm a sitting here without an offer in hand. I guess I should be busy looking through recruiting sites to find some more positions to which I can apply. But something deep inside me says I won't be amused. I expect another dose of the job search blues. Hey Monkey, yeah, that's the first song I ever wrote. I wrote that all the way back in 1983. So one of the lines I had to change was in that last verse that said, it says, I guess I should be busy looking through recruiting sites. So back in 1983, you know, there were actually physical newspapers that people used to use to look for jobs, and they had the classified ads. So the line was, I guess I should be busy looking through the classifieds. But nobody does that anymore. Thank you, Robin. So to answer your question, Monkey, I am living in the great underrated state of New Jersey. Oh, thank you, Mia. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rue. I appreciate that. So, okay. Okay, speaking of real, okay, I'm going to do a song that may offend some people. I don't know. You know, I had this family member who I really can't talk to about politics. The day after I announced this song, I got a notification that this person had unsubscribed from my mailing list. I was so furious and I was really hurt. This is a really close family member. And we finally spoke the other day, and it turns out they said, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know. They said, I don't know what I'm doing on my computer. I don't know what I might have clicked. Maybe they're lying to me, but I believe them. But anyway, so this song, I have to, oh, wait a second. I have to, some platforms, there's a word, an explicit word that I'm not allowed to say on some platforms. So I will sing a substitute word. You'll know what it is, though, because it's in the second line of the song and it rhymes with Twitter. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Take a look at Newsmax, take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well-oiled hate machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Anti-social. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. First CD, the only copy. Oh, bummer. Yeah, those CDs sometimes don't last, especially the ones you burned. I have plenty of songs about loss. I just did one. The previous song I did was a breakup song. Thank you, Robin. Legend, you are a legend. And thank you so much, Zoe, for liking the live, and Audrey, and Zoe, and Andrea. Welcome. I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs. So So if you like these songs, I wrote them. These are all songs I wrote, or some of them I co-wrote, but like 2 out of the 3 I played so far. How many have I? Yeah, I played, 3 out of the 4. I played 4 songs so far. I wrote all those, 3 of them by myself, and 1 was co-written with a famous writer. Songs about feelings. I like to think that all my songs are about feelings. Elise, welcome. Or is that Elsie? I'm sorry. Audrey, thank you so much. So, I'm going to do my latest single, because I haven't done that yet. And we should always do our latest single, right? And so the goal of this song, I wrote this song in the shower. I had the entire lyric in 5 minutes because I sat there thinking, I want to write the simplest song I possibly can. And this is what I came up with. Just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new, the same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, there's not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times when I like to go on and on. Share a story, get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only 3 that say it best. I love you. Just got one thing to say. I love you. Oh, thank you. Lacey, how are you? Thank you so much for sharing the live, and Zoe for sharing it with more than 10 friends. Thank you so much. I actually do have a song about warm beer. Although, you know what? That's a song I co-wrote with 2 writers in Nashville, and I can't find the recording. So I have the words, but I don't know the melody. And I emailed one of the writers and asked if she had the recording, and she never answered me. Oh, well, I'm so glad she liked it. Well, the song is actually called Cold Pizza. So, the singer is there, and it says like, and now I got warm beer and cold pizza. So, I'm so glad you liked the previous song. Eloise, welcome. How are you? Hey, everybody. If you're enjoying my live, say something, and don't forget to share and follow me if you're not already, or subscribe depending on which channel you're on. Don't forget to hit that follow/subscribe button. And okay, what's next on the agenda? I used to live in Boston. They talk that way. If there's an R at the end of the word like water, they don't say it. But if there's no R, like agenda or dater, they would put it there. It's true. I have a good idea. good idea with the water. Pancakes and waffles. You know, I don't have I can't think of any songs I have about pancakes and waffles or golf. I used to play golf. I might actually have one somewhere. I tried playing golf. I was bad at it. You know, I had the ability to be good at it, but I just got too tense and I overthought. And you can't do that in golf. Golf is like this totally mental game. You know, if I managed to relax and swing the club, I could hit pretty good shots. But that was the exception rather than the rule where I did that, and it became very frustrating. I used to have a love-hate. I used to go playing golf and I'd get so mad. I'd be so mad the whole time. Like, why am I doing this? But I wanted to be good at it. And every once in a while, I'd hit a couple of good shots and I'd be like, yes, this is great. But I never even broke 100. That's how bad I was. I think I got down to 104 one time. But usually I would shoot like 120 or something, or even worse. So, what should we do next? Well, let me do my previous single. Since I did my latest single, we should do the one before that. Oh, wait. Right, this one. I almost forgot about this one. I don't know how I could forget about this one because this is like, I almost feel like this is my personal brand song. This is an anthem of self-acceptance. I really like this song, and I hope you do too. I got no fashion sense, don't like to follow trends. I dress the same as I did back in school. It killed me way back then. I never could fit in. But now I could care less that I'm not cool. I'm just being me, minding my own business, not trying to be the same as you or different. Pressure to conform can be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. I get anxious and depressed, distracted and obsessed, then sing away my troubles in a song. I fumble and I flail, I fall down and I fail, then pick myself back up and move along. Just being me, taking care of business, not trying to be the same as you or different. Pressure to conform can be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. When I'm gone, carve it on my grave. Here lies someone who lived his life his way. Just being minding my own business, not trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can't be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. No, I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for the follow. And Lacey, thank you so much. It's good to see you. You know, I wonder if I can pin the comments. Recently, it has not been allowing me to pin. No, it's not letting me pin the comments. Oh, but I can mark the viewer. Oh, now I will spot you. Next time, you will stand out somehow or another. You already stand out, Lacey, but there's some setting I just turned on that I've never seen before. Can I crash out? I do that all day. I have chronic fatigue. I have long COVID. Yes, long COVID actually exists. It's really a thing. As a matter of fact, I have a song about it. Weird Al was like, you'd hear his songs on the radio and they'd be funny, but it's not something I would like listen to over and over again. But yes, I do have a song about long COVID. And, it was really hard to write a song about long COVID because, the word COVID is just not something that I want to sing. So, but, long COVID is also known as long haul COVID. So that's the title of the song. But this is what it's like. I don't know if you want to know what it's like, or if you know anybody who has it, or if you have it and just want somebody to validate your feelings. I just want my head on a pillow, my body flat out on a bed, the afternoon sun through my window. I'm tired of feeling half dead. I thought it would pass like a cold or a flu. I can't believe the nightmare this has turned into. It's a long haul, an uphill marathon with a lead ball. I have to drag along like an endless climb, a daily grind with all the strength I can find. It's a long haul, one small step at a time. I really hate the whole notion of learning to live like this. I'm gonna have to keep hoping someday the fog will lift. If you know how I feel, you're not in this alone. You got someone who cares, someone who knows. It's a long haul, an uphill marathon with a lead ball. I have to drag along like an endless climb, a daily grind with all the strength I can find. It's a long haul, one small step at a time. I wish more people were aware there's real danger in the air, and it's a long haul, one small step at a time. George Thorogood. That's funny because I actually have the song. I recently, this is a really old song, and I actually for some reason decided to make a recording with a female vocalist. So there's one word that's changed. The name of the person in the song is different. But I brought the song into a publisher pitch session in Los Angeles back in, I wrote the song like in, I don't know, like 93 or 94. I was writing songs because there was this project that I was writing for. And this guy had this record label and he was just putting out songs about cars. So I was writing all these car songs. And I remember thinking, I'm so tired of writing car songs. I'm not writing another one. And the minute I thought of that, I came up with this idea. Well, I do have a lot of country songs. I will play some of them. They're originals. I'm a songwriter. I actually played a couple of country songs already, but I'll play some more because I like them. But this song, I played it for a publisher, and he, even though it had a female vocalist, he goes, "Oh, this is for George Thorogood. This is perfect." So, but, you know, I did a dumb thing. I gave him a recording of the song. I thought, oh, it's got to have a male vocalist. So I had this really professional recording with the female vocalist, and I made a really amateurish recording with me singing it. And I gave him that, and George Thorogood, I don't even know if he ever heard it, but let me do this first, because you said George Thorogood, and this you know, would have been a George Thorogood song, possibly. Babe, I used to make your motor run. Now Johnny Hot Rod is making you hum. You overheat behind my back. So let me tell you what I'm driving at. Blow it out your tailpipe, baby. I won't be taking for a ride. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, you can blow it out your tailpipe. Your little Johnny keeps you out till dawn, fogging your windows and tooting your horn. While you're purring in his body shop, I won't be playing no traffic cop. Blow it out your tailpipe, baby. I won't be taking for a ride. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, you can blow it out your tailpipe. We had a love-bound breakdown, but don't you bother calling AAA. Taking a backseat to another man's a toll that I just won't pay. Blow it out your tailpipe, baby. I won't be taking for a ride. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, you can blow it out your tailpipe. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, blow it out your tailpipe. Thank you, Diana. You know, I actually have a song called, I didn't even know the Queen song. I think I might have written this before the Queen song. I have a song called I Love My Car, and I was actually thinking I should learn that song and start doing it in my lives, because that was one of the ones I wrote for the project, and it actually made it to the album. So, but they didn't sell any albums. That was the problem. They kind of, like, they had this great marketing plan, and then they kind of just bailed on it. They just, I don't know. It sounded like a great idea, but they just couldn't execute it. So the record label folded. I had 3 songs recorded on their car albums, and one of them was called I Love My Car. And I really should learn that one. Hey, KB Rockstar, you still here? Brady, how are you? And thank you, Zoe, for the follow. And Lacey, thank you for all the likes. I hope you're still here. Marked viewers, whatever that means. Molly, how are you? So I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs. I hope you're all doing great. Riley, how are you? Thank you, Lacey, for the share. You know, I don't know, like a few months back I was like doing these lives, there'd be like 100 or 200 people in the room, and now there's only like a few, and I don't know why. If anybody has any insight as to why that might be, because I don't think I'm doing anything different from what I was doing. But I would love to get back to having that, or you know, hopefully even expand that. But I don't know. Rockstar asked for country songs, and I don't know if Rockstar is still here. But I was going to do a country song anyway. And this is actually, because it's I released it as a single earlier this year. It's now 2 singles old. It's 2 singles ago. But I wrote it all the way back in 1994. And the reason I even remembered it, why can't I find it? Well, I probably know this one so well that I won't forget it, but just in case, because I often get distracted, and I want to have my little cheat sheet in front of me. Here it is. Just in case. But I remembered this song. This song actually opened a lot of doors for me in Nashville. I was trying to become a songwriter who's getting, songs recorded by other artists before I started putting out my own stuff. But this song opened a lot of doors for me. But I remembered it because people keep on these apps keep telling me, you look like Jim Carrey. And it reminded me that I have a song called Dumb and Dumber that was actually inspired by the movie. The song has nothing to do with the movie, it's just the title. Somebody told me Dumb and Dumber was a great movie title, even though that wouldn't be a good song title. And as soon as I said that, I'm like, oh wait, I got an idea. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved, cause I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad and messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. Till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. And now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I use logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I look like Mark Cuban. I've never heard that before. I wish I had his money. I wish I had even like 1/10 of his money. I wish I had even 1,000th of his money. What's 1,000th? He's got like $10 billion, right? So 1,000th of his money would be 10 million. I could afford to promote my music if I had that kind of money. I could afford real music promotion. I could hire a publicist. I saw a video the other day where somebody was claiming that in order to hire your music, you need $25,000. And then you hire a publicist for 2 years. Now, I don't know if you can get a good publicist for, that would be like $1,000 a month for 2 years. Maybe that would work. But I've had other people, I've heard, that's the only person, I've had other marketing people say, this day and age, a publicist won't do you much good. Don't waste your money. So, I don't know. Should I hire a publicist for $25,000 for 2 years? If I can even find one for that price? And they gotta be a good publicist. You know, the problem is if they were to like get me onto radio stations and TV interviews, I'm not sure I could make it because I have this chronic fatigue from, you know, I have long COVID as I mentioned earlier. So it's be really difficult to get to the studio and then like make it through the interview because I have to take naps every couple of hours. I guess we'd find a way to make it work, but Snowy, how you doing? So for those of you joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs. Please like, share, and follow me if you're not already. And go to my website, by the way, SethHilaryJackson.com. Click the link in my profile. It'll take you to my website where you can actually download my music for free if you'd like, and you can also get my artist merch and do all the things you can do on an artist website. I also have a Discord server. Please join. There's a link. The link in my profile takes you to all my links. To Linktree or SmartLink, whatever they call it these days. Whatever they call it. I don't know what you call it. Linktree is the actual name of a company. But people use it as a brand, as a generic thing. I'm so sorry, Snowy. What can I do to make you entertained? I'm doing original songs for you, so I hope you like my original songs. Okay, I'm co-hosting now. I've just been invited to co-host, so hello.
Howdy. Where are you from?
I'm in New Jersey. How about you?
New Jersey. Okay. I'm from Alabama.
Okay.
I'll let the other people talk.
So I'm a songwriter, singer-songwriter. I'm doing original songs. So, oh, a team match invite? Sure, why not? I don't know what you're all doing here, but I do songs. So I don't know how this match should work. What should we do? What should we do during the match? Should I do song?
I mean, go for it.
All right, I'm gonna do a love song because everybody likes love songs, right?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'm gonna do a love song. So I wrote this. All the greatest paintings ever made would pale next to your angel face. Your heaven's greatest work of art, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. A night sky brushed with a silvery glow. You and me on a blanket below. I marvel at how beautiful you are, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. If I never see the moon again, if tomorrow never comes, I'll be fulfilled, I'll be content, 'cause you've taught me what it means to love. I'm the happiest man in all of creation. These moments with you are a revelation. I could gaze, I'd look through the window to your heart, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. The morning's gonna come again, the sun is gonna rise, this picture-perfect night will end, but this love of ours will never die. Your hand and I kiss your lips. Your very presence is a gift. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, from a Rembrandt star. So I guess 2 people didn't like the song because they left.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
You ate that up though.
well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'm taking call. I'm streaming from my phone on the platform whose name sounds like a clock. I'm actually streaming a multicast. I'm simulcasting, but the streaming software for this platform doesn't work anymore. So I'm streaming from my phone while I'm streaming through my desktop on the other platforms. So.
Well, that was good. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, we did that. I guess I won the battle. So they have. Oh, finally! It took me out of multi-streaming mode. In multi-guest mode. It put me in it without me asking to, and I didn't know how to get out of it. But now I'm out of it. Apparently, thank goodness. I didn't want to be in multi-guest mode, but I won the battle. Thank you everybody who helped me win the battle, and Lacey for all the likes and the shares, and I always like winning. Winning is fun. I don't know if Snowy's still here or still bored, if you like that song or not. I played that song because a lot of people have requested it, so I know people like it. At least a lot of people like it. Maybe some people hate it. Apparently 2 people didn't like it so much because they dropped out during that during that battle. So what's next? What should we do next? I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you all. So let me know what you want to hear. Given the fact that I'm doing originals. Some of you know my songs and some of you don't. But if you don't know my songs, you can tell me what type of song you want to hear. And I do also occasionally do a Grateful Dead cover because I'm a really big Deadhead. Oh, it's telling me that I should have proposed to the other live creators that the loser should use funny filters on themselves, but they're gone already, so it's too late to propose that. Maddie, how are you? Tinfoil hat. My favorite. I have a. My favorite tends to be the one I just wrote. But I have one. I'm going to do one that's next on the agenda for release. I'm just trying to make a cover for this, so I need an album. I need cover art, and I created cover art with AI, and I don't know if I should use it or if I should hire somebody. But the problem is the people that I'm hiring are also using AI. But I don't know if they could do a better one than the one I have, or if I should just use the one I have because it doesn't matter anyway. Mostly what I'm doing is, but anyway, this is a song. So I do a lot of political songs because politics is really important to me because it affects our lives. And the thing that's bothering me so much is like all the misinformation that's going on out there. We can't even agree on what's true. But everybody has very strong opinions. And they're sure they're right and the other side is wrong. So I wrote this song. I've been writing a bunch of songs about this. But here's the latest. They said it, you heard it on cable news. You read it somewhere in a social media post. You saw it recorded in a YouTube video, repeated again by your favorite podcast host. The way I heard the story is much different. I wonder, since we both have strong opinions, how do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight? Who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's fooling us when so much is at stake? Have we both made certain to verify the facts and really looked into how credible is the source? And have we considered who profits from the hate and war. Anyone can fall for the deception. I'm asking you and me the same questions. How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's using us when so much is at stake? How often do we listen to the other side? If evidence were given, would we change our minds? How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight? Who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? So much is at stake. So much is at stake. Well, thank you, Tinfoil. Pretty good. Okay, well, I'll take pretty good as opposed to horrible. Good tips I have. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you. Oh, well, thank you, I think, dude. So, I have a request for... So, yeah, that's another song. I have a request. For another song. I'm on the same topic because I wrote a whole bunch of songs on the same topic of how do we know who's lying to us and how do we know who's not lying to us. And there's a really good way to kind of help figure that out. And that's this. Turn on the news. There's endless raging and whining about groomers, elites, and radical thugs coming after us. Somebody's trying real hard to keep us divided as the haters keep searching for things to make sound scandalous. It's easy to get swept up in this culture war till you see who the outrage machine is really working for. There's a trail to the boss's door. Follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers as ever? Follow the money. Owners of private jets get richer and richer as the fountain of fear's favored party cuts their taxes. Their 5 men in robes made it legal to bribe politicians, 'cause that's really all a super PAC is. It's pay to play like their corporate donors want it. You and me take a back seat to their profits. Follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers as ever? Follow the money. They know voters would kick them to the since I follow politics, oh, thank you. You wouldn't lie. You definitely would not lie, tinfoil. You know, there's something about the tinfoil hatters in that song. That first verse is about the tinfoil hatters. But, you know, I follow politics, so I just kind of assume that everybody knows what a super PAC. No, I still can't pin. I don't know why I can't pin comments anymore. I just don't know. But I can't. That's really annoying. But anyway, I assume that everybody knows what a super PAC is, and I find out that many, many people don't know what that is. So who does not know what a super PAC is? Or who does know? Who knows and who doesn't know what a super PAC is? Super PACs are a big reason why the government doesn't listen to us, and they do whatever the billionaires want. Because in 2010, the Supreme Court made this ruling that has kind of, well, it's not the only thing that destroyed this company, but this one ruling went a long way to making this, to causing incredible problems in this country. And that's when it's called Citizens United. You may have heard of it. And in Citizens United, they basically took away all limits on campaign financing. So now people can spend billions of dollars. You know, corporations can dump billions of dollars into campaigns and buy off the politicians. And the politicians, they don't care about us. They care about these people who are giving them millions and billions of dollars. So, and the thing is, you know, the funny thing about that ruling is that just by some strange coincidence, all of the judges who ruled to do that were appointed by presidents of the same party. And that party, the other party, has opposed constitutional amendments to overturn that ruling, but the party who appointed those judges fights that every time. They want to keep things exactly the way they are. So follow the money. Megs, how are you? Lacey. It says Lacey joined, but you've been here, so I don't know why it says you joined. Esther, how are you? So those of you joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you. And let's see. I can't do too many more songs because of my fatigue. You know, I have long COVID, chronic fatigue. I already did my song about that subject. But there's something called post-exertional malaise that I don't want to get. So I have to watch out for how much I do. Oh, here's a song I haven't done in a while. Everybody likes love songs, so I'm going to do another love song. Oh no, there's no capo in this song, is there? Wait, how's it? I can't remember how the introduction of that goes, so I'll just play it. It's so amazing how much you've changed me in a matter of no time at all. The moment I heard those three simple words, I couldn't help but fall. My world started turning, my heart started learning feelings I've never felt before. A joy and a hunger, a taste of the wonder that forever has in store. You made it all come true in the blink of an I love you. My heart was broken, yours was wide open. Something in your eyes spoke to me. my fears, made them disappear faster than a fading memory. My world started turning, my heart started learning feelings I've never felt before. A joy and a hunger, a taste of the wonder that forever has in store. You made it all come true in the blink of an I love you. My love for you keeps on growing. There's no stopping what you set in motion. My world started turning, my heart started learning feelings I've never felt before. A joy and a hunger, a taste of the wonder that forever has in store. You made it all come true in the blink of an I love you. You made it all come true in the blink of an I love you. You know, maybe I should thank you so much. You favorable. Oh, my favorite blonde. Hey, thank you so much. So I think maybe I'll do one more song. And I'm going to do, actually, maybe I'm going to do the world's saddest country song. Should I do the world's saddest country song? Nobody ever makes it through this song without breaking down and sobbing. I can never make it through this song without crying. So break out the tissues, because this is the world's saddest country song, and it goes like this. If love had a butt, I'd kick it for treating me this away. I'd tell it just where to stick it for sticking me with all this pain. I'd settle this face to face with that heartbreaking son of a you-know-what. I'd kick it if love had a butt. I guess love had a good laugh, but I wasn't joking. I bought the ring, the dream, the whole 9 yards. I had it so bad, left myself wide open. Took a big old sucker punch and went down hard. If love had a butt, I'd kick it for treating me this away. I'd tell it just where to stick it for sticking me with all this pain. I'd settle this face to face with that heartbreaking son of a you-know-what. I'd kick it if love had a butt. I'd go all Chuck Norris on that sorry sack of spit. Teach old love to think about who it's messing with. If love had a butt, I'd kick it for treating me this away. I'd tell it just where to stick it for sticking me with all this pain. I'd settle this face to face with that heartbreaking son of a you-know-what. I'd kick it if love had a butt. Yeah, I'd kick it if love had a butt. So I am Seth Hilary Jackson. I have been doing original songs for all of you, and I hope you have been enjoying yourself. I can still maybe hang around a little while and chat, but I think as far as the songs go for tonight, maybe I have to stop because of the fatigue. That I really wish I could keep going. I want to go live for like 2 hours at a time, but I'm building it up. I've been live for like, well, more than an hour and still doing songs, so that's an accomplishment. That is an accomplishment. I can tell stories. I don't know if you've been watching my videos. If you've been watching my videos, I tell stories. And you know, it's kind of weird. I'm telling these stories right now about my job search coming out of business school. And the whole point of these stories was, you know, like, what does it have to do with music, right? And I'm here to do music, and I'm telling these stories about my job search. But the point was, I was going to tell the story of my music career. So then I started thinking, you know, I should go back to, you know, what got me involved with music. So I started talking about that. And then, you know, how I started learning to play music, but actually I kind of had this false start on the guitar when I was like 11 years old. And that got me sidetracked because one of the reasons I stopped practicing the guitar is I'd rather play sports. So I started talking about that. And it turned out sports ended up having sort of an indirect impact on my music. So I thought that was a good story. And then once I told that, you know, now I'm up to my high school days. So I thought, oh, you know, I started playing guitar when I was in college, but I should start, you know, I should lead up to that. So I started talking about, you know, high school and applying to college and all that stuff. And then I got to that. And now, you know, I wrote my first song while I was in business school. Thank you, Lacey. I wrote my first song while I was in business school. Hey, Jennifer, so I'm a songwriter, and my thing is to do original songs. So I've been doing, I do a lot of country songs. I wrote a lot of country songs, so I've been singing those. I hope you'll come back to another one of my lives, because I'm kind of done with songs for now because of my chronic fatigue. But, so, you know, I wrote my first song while I was in business school, so I thought, I got to tell about business school. So I'm kind of up to that point in the story. I've mentioned the first song already because, you know, the song was about my job search, so I'm up to the job search part of my story. So the song's already made it into those stories a couple of times. I actually played that song earlier. It's called Job Search Blues. I found the recording like 50 years later, and I released it as a single last year because it's still relevant, right? People are still, maybe even more so today. Because, you know, people go off to school and they spend all this money on their education and then they have a really hard time finding a job. So that's what that song's about. So I hope you'll watch my videos. I hope you'll go to my website and you can actually hear my music, and not only just stream it, you can also download it on my website, and you can actually do that for free if you want. You have a choice, free or donation. But free is there. And I also have artist merch on my website, which you can get. Some of my merch, you know, I have some certain lines from my songs that I've converted into, you know, t-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff. And have I done any of those songs tonight? I'm not even sure I've done any of those songs tonight. I don't think I have, believe it or not. Thank you so much, Riles. You know, my previous single, actually I'm going to release a remix of it next month, but my previous single, Being Me, I really should make a t-shirt out of that. I could use the line, the payoff line of that song is, I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. Would that make a good t-shirt? Those words? I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. I think that would make a good t-shirt. What do y'all think? Would you want to see that? Yes or no? I should do a poll. Let me do a poll. I can only do a poll on this one. How can I do a poll? Poll. Where does it say poll? Shop, share, enhance. Oh, you know, I forgot to enhance my video. I keep forgetting. Poll. Okay, let's do a poll. I know this is almost already rigged. So, if you think I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. If you think that would be a good t-shirt and you'd be interested in getting it, use the smiley emoji. And if you think it's a bad idea, use the crying emoji. Really, you like that. So I'd have to hire somebody to do it. So I don't want to just do it unless there's interest in it. So, yes to I don't worry, I'm too busy being me t-shirts. And I mean smiley for that and crying for no to that. This is only available on the platform whose name sounds like a clock. But I'm so glad you like that idea. So far I have no votes in this survey. Yes to I don't worry, I'm too busy being me t-shirts is the smiley emoji, and no is the crying emoji. There's two votes for yes. I don't worry, I'm too busy being me t-shirts. Yes is smiley. Oh, poll's over already? Okay, well, we had 2 votes for yes. You know, those polls are almost always rigged because, you know, they don't give me a choice of the emoji. There's a laugh, there's a smiling, laughing, and then there's crying. And I feel like no matter what the question is, but nobody wants to use the crying emoji. So the smiling emoji almost always seems to win. Actually, every poll I've done, the smiling emoji has won. But maybe that's also because I picked the choice that I like as the smiling emoji. So maybe I'll try switching it around next time and pick the one I like as the crying emoji and see which wins. Okay, well, you know, I will maybe put that into action, but I hope you'll actually, you know, go onto my website and get that. So, but the ones I have now, I have one. The first one was gratitude in a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? I love that. I feel like that might even be the best line I've ever written because I feel like I don't know if I'm ever going to get closer to the meaning of life than that, you know? Gratitude in a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? So that's on my website. And another one is darkness is for dreaming. Another one is a ray of hope is just enough for me. That's from my song Young Enough to Know Better. And another one is every impossible dream come true starts with the imagination. I have shirts and merch with all those lines. Thank you so much. So yeah, I wear my Gratitude in a Heartbeat t-shirt. I'm proud of it. I love that shirt. So if you like that, you can get that on my website. Not just shirts, there's also like, well, it depends on the item. Like some of them have coffee mugs and posters, and some of them have like mouse pads and phone cases and things like that. So SethHilaryJackson.com, but there's a link in my profile. It takes you to there and to all my other links, including my Discord. So join my Discord. We can get to know each other, and then you'll always know when I'm ready to go live, because I post there, and if I should happen to forget for some reason to post there, it automatically puts in a notification when I go live. Yeah, you know that line, gratitude in a heartbeat? So I wrote the song. It was originally, it had a different title. So I wrote the song because I was at home, alone. And it was during the lockdown, and I was reading how people are getting depressed from being locked down. And, you know, not that I don't have depression. I have songs about depression because I have depression, believe it or not. I know I'm always so happy when I'm with you all, streaming my songs. But, yeah, I get depressed. But I wasn't depressed at that moment. I was thinking, you know, life isn't actually too bad. I'm just kind of sitting here. I'm at my computer. I got my guitar. You know, I'm lucky enough to have a place to live and food on the table. So I wrote a song, but it was like starting from the point where there was not a whole lot going on, and that became the title. And if you know about songwriting, the title is really central to writing a song. Well, you know, there's different ways of writing a song, but a really, possibly the most common way, I don't know, things have changed lately, but for many years, the most common way was to start with a title. And then you write everything to go towards that title. And every line in the song has to go to, you know, point towards that title. So the song was called Not a Whole Lot. And any publisher, if I played that song for a music publisher, you know, that line gets repeated throughout the song, Not a Whole Lot. So that was the title. But after I released it, I kept singing. Every time I sing it, I'm like, you know, that line, gratitude in a heartbeat, what more does anyone need? I actually changed it. It's what more do I really need? And then it becomes what more does anyone need? That line is just too good to not be the title. So I got a new album cover made, and I re-released it with a new title. And then I decided, you know, that line is so good, I'm going to make merch out of it. So that's what I did. And then I did that with some other songs. You know, when I did Young Enough to Know Better, I was like, a ray of hope is just enough for me. God, I really like that line. So I thought, okay. So actually, I have my here's what that line looks like. So I have a mouse pad with that on there. This is what the design looks like. There's also T-shirts. I don't know if you can see this. A ray of hope is just enough for me. So I'm using that as my mouse pad. There's also t-shirts and some other, I think, coffee mug with that on there. Thank you, Ave. Aves Maine. Thank you so much. You know, I really wish I could start I wish I could stream to this platform from my desktop like I'm doing with all the others. The one advantage of streaming from my phone was that I could pin comments, but now I can't even do that. The other advantage is when somebody sends me a donation, you know, a gift item. When I'm on my phone, I can see the name of the item. When I'm on the streaming app, I can only see the picture, so I don't know what it's called. Thank you so much, Riley. Have a great night too if you're still there. And if you're not there, still have a great night anyway. But you won't be able to hear me say that because you're not there. So, you know, I still have my live goal. So far, we haven't had any contributions to my live goal. And so I encourage that. You know, I know it's weird to talk about it while I'm streaming through my phone, but all the contributions I get are going to be going towards a new webcam. And those of you on other platforms, there should be a link in my profile where you can contribute. But I was told that my streams could be really much better quality with a new webcam. So I'm saving up for that, and I'm 65% of the way there, thanks to you all and your contributions. So I really appreciate everybody who has donated, and those of you who have yet to donate but will. Thank you so much. So what else? Anybody have any questions they would like to ask me that I can answer for you before I go? All right, why not? Hello.
What's good? What's the word?
So, all right. So I just saw your request to co-host, and have you been watching my live? I don't know how these work. I mean, am I just a random person that you invited?
Nah, it's random.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's random.
Yeah, I'm kind of sort of wrapping up my live, but I thought I'd take your request. I'm a singer-songwriter. I do original songs, but I'm kind of maybe done doing songs for the night.
Oh, you doing songs and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, hold on, that's cool. Wait, can we hear something right quick before you get off?
What's that?
Can we hear something right quick before you get off?
Okay, well I'll do my latest. No, it's not my latest. Yeah, it is my latest single. I'll do my latest single. It's a short song anyway.
Alright.
It's okay. So the goal for this was to write the simplest song I possibly could. So this is what I wrote. Just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new. The same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times when I like to go on and on, share a story, get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only three that say it best. I love you. Just got one thing to say. I love you.
That was hard.
Thank you.
That was hard. Hey, I love that for real.
Thank-
Hey, you just made that?
Yeah, I'm a songwriter. I'm a songwriter. Writing songs is what I do.
That was nice. I actually liked it.
Thanks.
It's catchy. Hey, I'm gonna follow you.
All right. Thank you.
Follow you too, Frank.
Did I Elvis? You know, no, I never met Elvis. I have met some famous people though. Wait, I was just thinking the other night. Who did I meet that was really famous? I thought of it and now I forgot. I can't believe I can't remember who the most famous person was that I ever met. I can't even. Maybe it was a dream. I think I had a dream. That's right, it was a dream. I had a dream that I met Paul McCartney. And I woke up thinking that it was real. Oh, thank you so much for the subscribe. So probably the most famous person I ever met was Tom Petty. Also Mary Wilson from the Supremes. I had dinner with her once. Yeah. You like the Supremes?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. I used to love them when I was a kid. They were one of my favorite. The Beatles, Simon and Garfunkel, and the Supremes were probably my favorite three when I was a kid. I'm old. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm old. So what do you guys do? What are you up to? What's your thing?
I was back with Duke in 1987.
What do you do online? What do you do in your stream?
Online, basically we call male strippers.
Male strippers? Oh, I can't have that on my stream. I'll get banned.
We don't do it like that. We keep the clothes on.
Hannah, how are you? Oh, Hannah came. I didn't even say. Oh, hey, Hannah.
Don't say that.
Hannah got the #2 gifter badge. Thank you so much, Hannah.
I can't hear that, Jim. You could. Cinco got banned for saying that. You better hope you don't get cooked for that.
Sorry, I can't. What do you say? I can't hear you. Oh, more people. What happened? We got somebody else.
Bro, he just sung us a beautiful song, bro. That's gone now.
Lacey.
Yeah, we can.
Please, thank you so much, Maurice.
Come on, let me cook
Solo match. Okay. Why not? We'll take this. Then I'm probably gonna end the live after this. The match has started. Oh my God, the match. We're on. We're now competing. So all my fans, now's the time. If you want to contribute, now is the time. Lacey, thank you for the likes. And Hannah, thank you for the likes. Well, we got 5 minutes of this battle. I don't know, maybe I can do another song. I really shouldn't because I have this fatigue thing.
Thanks for the likes. Oh, Hooky, let's go with the Let 'Em Cook. Let's go, mate.
I'll let him cook. Wow.
So much
bonus.
Uh-oh.
Guys, you got a bonus. Double.
Oh, I'm in first place. Awesome. Oh, I got stuff and I didn't even see what it was. I'm not even seeing these, not even seeing the notifications.
What are you doing? Were you just jerking?
No, trying to see what the notifications are.
What are you doing?
Don't tell me.
Kylie, thank you for the like. Thank you so much. Ooh, two double. It's 2-time points starting soon. Oh, thank you for Hannah. Thank you so much for the Jester Cat. Oh, now, thank you so much for the hand heart. Oh my God, thank you, Hannah. You're so amazing. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for the love. I think we're in the 2-time gifting points to start soon. Oh, it hasn't started yet. Oh, thank you, Hannah, so much for, what is it, 2 tiny dinies. Thank you so much.
Gifting is next, mate. Got to do our big ones.
Thank you, M-Cell.
Let's do our big one.
Oh, and thank you for the lightning bolt. 4 of them. Thank you so much, Hannah. You're so amazing. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love, especially now during the battle.
Guys, can we take advantage of these doubles?
And Lacey, thank you for all the likes. Lacey, thank you so much.
Can't lose. Don't let the sky be us. We need fast play.
We still got 2.5 minutes. Oh, it's 2 times. It's double. It's 2 seconds left. Oh my God, I forgot to mention it was double. I took my eye off the screen. You're not supposed to take your book. So, hey, Ahmad, I'm a songwriter. I do original songs. I'm probably done doing songs for the night because of, I have long COVID. I have chronic fatigue. But we're doing a battle here on the platform whose name sounds like a clock. So that's what, if you hear that in the background, because I'm streaming from my phone and my desktop at the same time. Oh, I'm looking down. I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That gesture was inadvertent. But I'm looking at, because the comment screen is down there and the camera's here. So I'm talking to you while looking away. That's why. I'm reading your comment, which is down here, and I'm talking to you, which is up here. Thank you so much. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. We're still ahead. I really appreciate the support to everybody who has contributed. We need to maintain the lead, so if you can keep it going, that would be totally awesome. This is a critical battle here because the winner wins, and winning means that you won. And I like winning. It means we're winners. Winning means we're winners. We want to be on the winning team, right? I'm lucky I have someone I can talk to on here too, on like multiple platforms. It's a small select group. It used to be a much bigger group. I don't know what happened. I wish somebody could tell me what happened. Why the group has gotten so much smaller than it used to be. Oh, thank you, Jalen. Thank you. What did you send? You sent something. It says you got the number 3 gifter badge. Thank you so much. 31 seconds left. We're counting down 20 seconds. 15 seconds, everybody. We gotta hold the lead. Let's hold the lead. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Let's snipe big.
We did it.
Oh, let's go.
We did it. Oh, now it's saying.
Oh no, we got a first place. We did it.
It's saying I should propose funny tasks for the losing hosts, but we should have done that before the match, not after. We won. We won. Hannah, we won. Thank you so much. All right. Hey, this has been fun, everybody.
You didn't win, sir.
It says I won. Oh, we came in second?
I won, buddy.
Oh, you won? Oh, you got a last minute. Holy moly! I was in first place until the last second there. I thought I won. Oh, but I didn't win. Well, second place is still, if it was a horse race, second place pays, right?
Yeah,
But thank you so much for the paper crane.
Well, shout out to hockey again. MVP goes hockey.
Hey.
I'll see you mates later.
Okay, see you later.
See you later. Seth, let me
So now I don't know how to end this now.
Or I'm out.
Press the little power button. Press the little power button.
Press the which button?
Press the little power button at you trying to stay on live or are you trying to
I'm just trying to end the multi-guest mode.
Okay, press the 2 circles at the bottom. It's the blue and pink circle.
That never works.
When you click it at the little bottom, it's gonna have a thing at the top. It's gonna say, it's gonna have a little. It's gonna be next to the 3 dots.
It says settings. It says search and settings. That?
On the left side.
No, it's asking me if I want to disconnect from my live.
Yes, press that. Press that.
Oh. Oh, okay. That worked. Oh, Hannah, I know we lost. I thought we won. I thought we were the winners. But at the last second, he snatched defeat from the jaws of... No, he snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. We snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. But thank you so much for the contributions. So, everybody, so, I don't have a... Well, I do have a set schedule. Finally, I set my schedule. I was going to say I didn't have a set schedule because I'm so used to saying that. But I finally set my schedule for Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 Eastern. And I'm going to do my best. No, Lacey, that's the first comment that I've seen from, I see the hearts and the, those things, the emojis, but I am not seeing any other comments. And I wonder if you're the only one, because I've gone this whole live only seeing just like 3 comments or so. So I don't know if other people have been trying to comment, because I know people on some of the other platforms are commenting. So it's weird that they're commenting from the other platforms, but not this one. So I'm just wondering if comments are still just not going through, or people on this platform are less talkative. I can't tell. But I am totally, for some reason, not able to pin comments anymore. I don't know why. Comment settings. Filter comments is on. Allow comments. Blocked keywords. Show the most sent comment. But I can't pin comments anymore. Thank you, MCell. I really appreciate that. I know that comment probably came a while back. So I'm going to wrap up now. And again, follow me if you're not following me already, please, if you're enjoying my live. And what else? Visit my website, SethHilaryJackson.com. Join my Discord. Click the link in my profile. It'll take you to all my other links. I'm going to be live, as I said, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday at 9 to do original songs. The platform whose name sounds like a clock. I can't pin comments. It's the only platform I can pin comments on because I'm streaming through my phone. All the other platforms I'm streaming through the Streamlabs app, so I don't have access to any of those functions. But I'm streaming through my phone because Streamlabs is not working correctly with the platform whose name sounds like a clock. So that's why I'm streaming through my phone there. But that makes it really hard to read the comments and see the names and everything because it's so small. So I have to keep going close to the screen in order to see people's names. Hannah just joined. So welcome. So anyway, and thank you, Lily, for sharing the live. I'm about to wrap up this live, but join me again. What's today? Sunday? So Tuesday at 9. Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9. And if I have the energy, I have this chronic fatigue, as I've mentioned several times. If I can make it, another time I will. But I'm really shooting to go live at least every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope to see you all at my next live. And please don't forget to follow or subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. And set your notifications so you'll know when I go live. You'll be the first to know. All right. Thank you so much, everybody.